Hey guys, we're Egig podcast, and we're back with a new segment here, where we're basically going to be doing our own take on like a traditional book club, and we're going to be reading this book called The Final Six, and we're basically just going to be reading 6 chapters each week, except for this week we only read 3 chapters, but from now on we're going to do 6, and then we're going to just talk about the book meet every week. So yeah. And so, Ishan, could you give us a summary of what this book is?
So basically, the main plot of the book is that humanity is dying out in the far future, and as a means to preserve humanity, the government and NASA send 6 candidates to go on a mission to Europa, one of Jupiter's moons, and recolonize there because it has enough fresh water to sustain the large population. And 2 of the candidates grow closer as time goes on, and the book is exploring that relationship. And I think it would be kind of unusual to see how the relationship develops in this kind of a situation. It's my thoughts.
Okay.
Nice.
Do we want to go chapter by chapter now? We've read the first. Well, they read the first 3 chapters.
Yeah. So I guess thoughts on the first chapter. I thought it was pretty interesting how it gave a pretty nice summary of what Leo's life was.
What he's facing.
Yeah.
Leo is the main character.
Well, there's
He's one of them.
He's okay. He's one of the 2.
One of the 2 people.
Okay.
Candidates.
And every chapter, they switch the perspective from Leo to
Naomi.
So yeah, it was pretty cool how they gave what his life is like and how big of a change this was. The whole being selected as one of the. We should explain also. There's 24 people at first that are just going to a training camp, and then from there they decide who are the final 6 that will go to Europa.
Right.
Yeah. Did you guys have any thoughts on first chapter?
So is it just so I from here I can see it's Leo.
Leo.
Yeah. And then he's from Rome.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So it's just people the best people from some sort of training camp in the whole world.
Yeah.
Are these teenagers or are they 20 years old or something?
They're teenagers, so around high schooler age, so
Yeah.
16, 17, 18, like that.
They choose the teenagers because we're expendable.
Yeah, sure. If that's how you want to look at it.
Right?
I mean, I think they kind of chose them because they're more what's the word? It's they're gonna live there longer. Is that it?
Plus, they're part of the younger generation. They're
Yeah.
the ones who are actually gonna live the longest out of all the people on Earth at the moment.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I swear it's something to do with genetics or something. Was I imagining things?
I don't remember that.
No, I believe that was something along the lines of that. Also, why they chose teenagers as well. I can't.
It's
remember
almost like
right
a divergent situation.
That's right. Oh yeah,
reminded me
definitely.
of the Hunger Games. Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Gordon, did you have anything to say about chapter 1 else?
Wait.
Just the introduction.
Wait.
We
I'm
can
getting
come back to
confused with chapter 1 and 3.
Okay.
I can come back after you read 3.
Okay, so is he happy that he's chosen, or is it
No, he's happy that he's chosen. Up until before he was chosen, he lost his whole family, I believe it was, right? Yeah, in the Great Flood, and he's having a really hard time dealing with that. And right before he gets chosen, he's about to commit suicide, and that's kind of his saving grace right there. He sees that he finally has a purpose after his family is gone.
So is it some sort of a super weather apocalypse type of situation?
pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah,
All around
it
the
is.
world, there's different.
So is it daily or is it monthly?
What the
It's
super weather.
Kind of.
Huh?
It's monthly.
It's
not every day.
Yeah, stuff goes down every month.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and then okay. It's
Yeah.
think about it. Yeah.
It's kind of it could be predictive of our future in a way.
Kind of,
sci-fi.
yeah.
It's sci-fi.
Sci-fi.
Well, I mean, yeah. I guess we can talk about chapter 2 now.
Right. So
So-
we get go on.
we get Naomi, I guess you're gonna say.
We get introduced to Naomi and Naomi or Naomi?
Naomi, I don't know. And she kind of has the opposite situation as Leo. Like,
Yeah, she's well off at the moment. Is she in New York or California?
It looks like Los Angeles, California.
Okay, California, right. Okay, she's in a better situation than Leo at the moment. I don't remember a whole ton. I remember that she was renowned for being some
what's she?
award-winning, was it engineer or something like that?
I do not remember.
Okay, well she's good at technology. That's why they choose her as well. They chose Leo for his ability to swim and salvage items from the bottom of Rome and other worlds, aka what?
That's such a niche.
Okay, it really is,
thing.
but like
To be like good at it and be chosen for it. I thought it would be like one pilot, this person who could fix any problems. Another one is like a doctor, so he can take care of anybody who gets hurt, and then
yeah.
other like
Well-
botanist and other people who could make sure like the planet is habitable and stuff like that.
Okay, true.
I wouldn't think that they're.
Well,
Anyways, yeah.
It is 24 people chosen at
Yeah.
first, so it's not
And then-
like
And you can have a little bit of diversity.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so also like the like two different countries, they're like they don't do like a language barrier and stuff like that, right?
No.
They just talk easily. Yeah. Okay, so and she's not happy that she's chosen.
Yeah, she's not at all.
She doesn't want to go away from her family and like
Specifically, her younger
her
brother.
little brother. Yeah.
Okay. So do they like have like do they tell us like about how long like people can still live on Earth? Like how long this has to be done by?
I don't
you know,
recall
because
that.
typically if you're going all the way to like Europa, that long distance is probably going to take like almost like a year or like half a year to get all the way there from Earth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't think they.
I don't think they
If
did.
they did, I don't remember.
Yeah.
No, wait. I think it's way more than a year actually. I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably because it's a long
Like-
distance. Like
I
going
know.
to the moon took like a month, I think.
Yeah, Mars takes like what, 4?
No, I think it took like a month. I mean,
No, to
4
Mars.
months. Yeah, 4 months. Yeah,
And
probably.
then to Saturn it took like, for Cassini it took like 7 years.
But Jupiter's before Saturn.
Yeah, so like 4 years?
Yeah, probably.
A
And
long
then,
ass time.
and then landing on that because you have to like orbit the other
Yeah.
planet before it can go land.
That's
Like it's a fantasy, like sci-fi book.
yeah, no. Yeah. Well, we got introduced to Naomi in that chapter, and chapter 3 is where we see Leo get picked, and
So is this like like they choose like the best people and then they do a lottery, or it's just
they choose the best people based on the kind of qualities they need for people to survive on the planet. So Leo for his salvaging ability and swimming ability, and Naomi for her technological expertise.
yeah.
And I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of medical doctor there or someone who knows medicine.
So is this like a world effort to like?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. A bunch of countries are pooling in a bunch of their
Yeah.
finer resources, finer people into this project. Like China and I believe India also. Stuff from there.
Okay. So chapter 3. So it's just. Did you already say what's in chapter 3?
No.
I believe it was just Leo getting picked, right?
No, it was also Leo's sister's. Wait, didn't he have a sister?
He had a
Like,
sister. Oh,
But
her-
who's that?
Did she die in the
Yeah,
flood?
she died. But there
Friend.
was like
It was her friend,
it was her
right?
sister's friend.
Yeah, she basically warned him that they might like she overheard her parents talking about like they might be using this they might be using him as like a secret weapon or something. And
Like a Winter Soldier type of situation.
I don't know,
I mean, I don't really know.
Like what is it?
How
Like,
would that
what do you
work?
mean? I
Well,
don't
they
know.
didn't really
brainwash him.
I'm brainwashing.
They didn't really
And
elaborate.
who's
on-
doing this? NASA?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
NASA. Actually, it's all NASA.
and it's also the
Dude, SpaceX should have done it.
SpaceX.
Dude, commercial. They can land those rockets pretty good.
Oh my God! Stop.
Okay, anyways.
But yeah, so she basically warned him about that, but they didn't really elaborate on it because I'm assuming they're going to go into further. That's going to be a major plot point probably. They're going
Right.
to probably go into detail on that, but Yeah, so that's another like big thing that happened in chapter 3. But that
So
was
I have one more question. Like, what year is this like taking place in?
probably in the future or something.
I would assume it's like
After
21.
climate change
Yeah,
has
exactly.
happened.
Definitely after climate change. Let me get that. Oh, no, it's not. That's when it was published. It says March 6, 2018.
Yeah. Also, it's really new book.
Yeah,
Right.
Well, yeah.
just a year old.
Point being that it's like somewhere when climate change is at its peak, basically.
So is it like more of a relationship book and doesn't also have like a scientific aspect to it?
I don't think we
it
got it.
definitely has some sort of scientific aspect to it, but it also explores like Leo and Naomi's relationship while dealing with all of these kind of specific set of events that's happening right now.
Yeah, because
So-
you guys seen or read The Martian, right?
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
seen
it's like
it.
heavily scientific. Like it's like really true to the real world, and they use like actual stuff that happens
Really?
in Mars. Yeah,
Wow.
they use like Mars rovers and stuff like that, so he can like collect parts from those, so he can communicate it back to Earth.
It's
We
amazing.
haven't.
And then they talk about how he produced water and manure for his
Right.
potatoes and stuff.
I remember
That wasn't actually possible though, wasn't it?
It is possible.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
Okay, I just watched it.
We haven't read far enough, I don't think, to like know that either.
Yeah, but did he like get an essence of?
I did not
Something
get
about
an
it.
It
essence.
wasn't that scientific, like it was.
I guess at the beginning you can't go too scientific
Yeah.
because you're trying to show. I mean,
Just give the brief
Characters.
summary. Yeah.
Here's something I didn't like.
What?
I didn't like how Leo's depression got solved so quick. I wanted him to struggle more
seemed-
as a more.
Oh, I see. So you wanted him to show more like character development in that area.
Yes.
I see.
He just got over it in 2 chapters. Depression, suicidal. Oh, let's go. I am ready to take on the Mars thing.
calm down.
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
I see what you mean. Like it seemed like, damn, that like he was like literally about to kill himself. But
Yeah.
then just that one thing. I mean, it was big. It was really life
although we
changing.
gotta, yeah, it is a huge thing. Like he's chosen, he's a candidate to save humanity, like all of humanity,
Yeah, he's like
all 7
he's
billion
20,
people.
24 out of 7 billion people.
Yeah, and
That's pretty special.
oh yeah,
Yeah. But it seemed kind of like sudden. I see. What
that
you
is
mean.
true. Just 2 days and it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So far from what you read, like, do you guys have like some sort of expectations of what's gonna happen next?
I feel like. Well, I think obviously Leo and Naomi are gonna be picked out of the 24. I think that's kind of obvious. But or maybe just one of them might get picked and the other will stay behind, and that might like cause.
That's what I'm thinking right now. I think Leo might
That.
I think Leo might be getting kicked out sometime because, yeah, like you said, it's a very niche kind of skill set, and they can find a lot of good swimmers anywhere.
Mm.
You know, I think.
But we'll see.
Yeah. I think it might be interesting if Leo gets. It might actually happen just because Naomi's the one that doesn't want to go, but Leo is the one that actually wants to go, so it might just
Right.
play it in reverse.
And they like meet. No, maybe. I was gonna say if maybe they like want to switch places or something. Meet that way.
Maybe, yeah.
Or do you think like probably someone might like sneak onto the ship possibly?
Oh wow.
Maybe. I mean,
That-
it's pretty early on. To
Yeah,
tell, but
pretty
Yeah,
early on
it's
to
just-
tell.
I don't know.
So
they
is
haven't
this?
even gotten to wherever they're gonna train, right?
Oh, they get trained before they go on.
Yeah,
that
that's-
probably
Yeah, I mean,
makes a
it's
lot of
probably, I mean,
sense.
I'm just saying, that it's probably a given, right?
Yeah, because if you're
It's like
going from
they can't just like go on a ship.
yeah, if
and
they're
get
going
chosen,
from
right?
diving in
Yeah.
Rome to
Yeah, and,
it's
like,
kind of
how,
dangerous
like,
to be diving with like global warming water
Yeah.
because you have like acidity maybe and then other stuff with that.
Also, he didn't have any actual gear.
Like
Just diving in his
pollution.
clothes, right?
Yeah.
Was he just diving in his clothes, or did he have some gear?
Pretty sure he was.
Wow.
See that doesn't make too much sense.
I mean, you might have.
How did they discover him? How did they like come up with like, oh, I saw you diving there
I
one
think
day?
he was a national athlete. It says.
Okay, so he better have gear.
Yeah, no, he's a good swimmer.
But just when he was like salvaging for stuff, I think he was just like not
yeah,
wearing
so he
gear.
wasn't using his swimming up until then,
Mhm.
except for salvaging. So he was a national athlete though. He won like a swimming tournament, championship or something. Yeah.
Okay, so do we learn about any other people?
No, just them two for now.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're probably gonna introduce to more characters later with the
Yeah.
other 24.
Yeah,
Probably.
but it's probably gonna mainly focus on these two. 'Cause
So-
unless
Excuse me. Yeah, thanks.
yeah, I don't know. Unless maybe I was gonna say like the chapter thing. Maybe it'll do that with the other characters.
Yeah, a couple of other characters
That's
probably.
what I'm thinking.
I don't know.
I guess we'll see.
Any final thoughts? Gordon, you haven't spoken very much. You want to say something? Okay.
I just I can't wait to see what the other candidates are gonna be like. What kind of like personalities, what kind of skills they have. Also,
Yeah,
that'd be kind of interesting to see. There's definitely gonna be someone in the medical field.
probably. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, and somebody like who can like assess whether it's like viable to live,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meteorologist.
or meteorologist, biologist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone like a farmer, someone who can grow food there.
Yeah, I think like I don't understand. I'm still stuck on the diving thing. It's kind of confused. Like, why do you need to dive in Europa?
Because they have
Well,
water.
because all
Yeah,
of
but-
Rome was flooded to. Oh wait, Europa.
Yeah,
The ocean's like beneath like 500 feet of thick ice.
yeah, but why is diving so important?
to catch.
No, they're bringing their own
To catch
food.
fish.
They're bringing their own food.
But
So
they're trying to make they're trying to find a way to make their own food, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
they're trying
'cause,
to,
yeah.
They're trying to make the
Yeah, but
big
he died. Diving, you just need to make a hole.
Like,
You need to-
to get a pipe from the ocean up to the surf. They can't stay on the surface though, right?
they killed. I don't understand why
Of
they
Europa.
couldn't.
Isn't that?
How thick is the ice?
It's really thick.
Yeah, probably.
It's
I know.
sandy,
Yeah,
right?
because it's like super far away from the sun.
Yeah. They can't stay on the surface, can they?
Why? Like, because oxygen.
And just
Am I-
like, where would they pitch their, homes?
I mean, they could probably just put it
They'd
on
be able
the
to build their
ice.
homes on such unstable ice.
I think maybe where they're going with this, like not the salvaging part specifically, but just the swimming. Swimming is useful if you want to become an astronaut because I'm pretty sure you have to train. Don't you have to like train?
Stamina, right?
They train underwater because it's close, somewhere close to like
Zero G.
zero G. It's like the closest we can get on Earth, basically.
So yeah, I mean that's probably useful.
I know, but like that's the only thing he has. That's not. It's not like he can swim and he can fix stuff. So he's like prepared for the thing,
What
and he's also
situations?
useful. It's like then why wouldn't we have just a team of swimmers?
but that's what that's what the other people are for. The other five.
Then what is he useful for?
Swimming.
Just knowing how to move around in the spaceship, not on Europa, just the spaceship. Because in Europa there's gravity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who even knows?
We'll see.
Well,
And
yeah.
also, I'm also confused. Wouldn't Europa have more unstable weather than Earth because they got Jupiter and on top of that the sun as well?
The sun
So
is so far
tidal
away,
waves
though.
and stuff and
Jupiter
like that?
itself has like a volcano moon. So, is that gonna affect the weather? Like this is sci-fi.
No, I'm just, because like just the moon itself like affects like tidal waves on Earth.
Yeah, on Earth.
So if you're like on
But Jupiter
Europa,
doesn't have water.
yeah, no, but we're talking about Europa though.
Yeah, but what's gonna affect Europa's water?
The Jupiter
oh, wait.
and the other moons as well when they cross paths. I don't know. It's sci-fi. We don't have to worry
It's,
about it too much.
Yeah,
It's more
I
about
feel
the
like we're
story
talking-
than the science about it. Yeah.
Alright. Any final thoughts, I guess, on the chapter?
I just can't wait to see where this goes.
Yeah.
You know.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
It's also like yeah, it'd be nice to talk about it after every chapter.
Yeah.
I mean, after every 6 chapters.
I mean, I think what makes it more interesting. I mean, obviously it's sci-fi, but like, it's also kind of interesting because this could be our future. Like
That's
we could
true.
be sent to like
Sci-fi
another.
kind of stories have a way of predicting the future in one way or another.
I don't. Even if it was our future, I think we'd go to Mars before we go to
I mean,
Europa.
yeah,
That's
I'm
true.
just like in general, like climate change and all that.
And honestly, we already know like we can make water on Mars as
They
the
have.
Martian.
They have Yeah, they have water on Mars.
Yeah, liquid water.
Yeah, I mean not sometimes liquid.
I mean frozen water.
During the summer, it's Mars is summer.
Yeah.
It's a little bit watery.
Yeah.
It melts a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, yeah. No,
I think it's like I don't know. I forgot what it is, but it's not like pure water. It's something else.
salt water.
Not
No,
salt.
it can't be salt water.
I don't know.
It has to be pure water though, right?
No, it's not H2O. It's like H2O2 or something like that.
That's poisonous.
Yeah, that's hydroxide.
Yeah.
Hydro.
Sodium hydroxide.
No, that's not. That's.
Wait, no, shoot. Chemistry. Dang it.
It's something hydroxide.
So, I don't know what it is. Sodium hydroxide.
I know. I think they use that to like clean wounds and stuff. It kills bacteria.
Hydrogen peroxide?
Hydrogen peroxide. That's what it
Okay,
was.
yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I think they use that like for like science experiments as kids. They'd call it.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, they'd say it's like the thing where you add the thing and all of a sudden like,
Oh,
a whole bunch of
yeah.
foam just shoots out.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Elephant
Baking
toothpaste.
soda.
Yeah, elephant toothpaste.
Oh, I was thinking of the baking soda volcano. And I'm like, what does
Not the volcano.
volcano.
Yeah. Remember we did that.
Alright.
Okay.
So, I guess that's kind of our thoughts on the first 3 chapters of Final 6.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Mhm.
we'll see you guys next
In the
video.
next one, we're gonna have up to chapter 9. So if you guys wanna
Read
Read
along.
along.
along, yeah,
Yeah.
keep up with the discussion. So.
Yeah. Alright.